starting man-to-man, but there were times I had to get him man-to-man. And your favorite team that you guys love to face in your division?
Yours.
Yes, sir.
It's actually games like we play against the Raiders, you might get 3 sacks when they had Jamarcus Russell, which I did. So I got 3 sacks on them. In the first half, right?
Yeah.
And I'm ready, and they take Tommy Maddox.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to West War Room Rival, a special Saturday morning edition. Excuse me. We're all still waking up here. What up, everybody? I got my comrades here in the War Room recording out of the JBW Solutions Studios. Gents, how we feeling this morning?
Yep. Yeah, I'm feeling really good, man.
I'm pumped, man.
I know these Bronco fans are about to jump out of the screen right now. Corey had an epic live this morning on our TikTok page. If you missed that, it was a hell of a show, man. And I'm actually very curious when you do the post game live, and we'll see how much time in between you need before you kick off that live. So how you feeling today, Corey? Matt, are you guys feeling nervous, feeling excited?
Corey, you go first, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I told everyone this morning I'm confident. I love the game plan that we're gonna have put out there. Let's go Broncos country. It's time.
It is a huge game. Go ahead, Matt.
I am pumped. I'm pumped, man. Like I said, same thing I got on this morning. I am super excited for this game. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. Is it 1:30 California time yet? Let's go, man.
It's going to be very, very exciting. You guys can be active in the chat right now. We do have it up on the screen along with our rundown for today. Before we get started, we're going to thank some sponsors before we get going. Vidite Coffee, shout out to you guys for the partnership. Go to viditecoffee.com today to get your supply. Rival codes, use Rivals10. We got Caleb over there in the corner wearing one of his Rivals merch shirts. Use Rivals10 to get 10% off your merch. Field Ops, Emporia State Federal Credit Union, shout out to those two. And also JBW Solutions as we are recording out of the JBW Solutions studio. So boys, let's get rolling on this divisional weekend. We have an opening icebreaker question here. Corey, I think I want to ask you this first. What is your game day breakfast look like?
Well, this morning it was bacon, egg, and cheese bagels, but my ideal breakfast for game day is give me some biscuits and gravy, some hash, and 2 eggs over easy. Let's just put it all in a pile and just let's go to town.
There we go. Austin, what's your breakfast on game day look like?
Give me steak and eggs.
Oh, yeah. How do we eat the steak?
Medium rare.
Of course. There's
It's not
only one answer.
right?
Yeah. I paused for a second. I'm like, he asked that. It's obvious.
I think we're just doing the friend test right now, making sure that you're not one of those psychos that like it shoe leather. So,
and I am a Chiefs fan, but I absolutely don't put ketchup on my steak. Patrick Mahomes, he's an embarrassment for that.
What a toddler. Are you kidding? That's wild. Caleb, what are we eating for breakfast on game day?
Me, I'm a big waffles guy. I got to go with waffles. Some Waffle House, something like that. Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm curious, when you were playing basketball, what was a game day meal that you would have before tip off?
A lot of times I would try to eat something light, something that wouldn't be too heavy on my stomach, and I would try to get it like 3 hours before I had to start like warming up and game time. That way it had time to digest. So it would vary. Sometimes I would still end up eating something heavy like a biscuits and gravy. That's my other weakness right there. Biscuits and gravy.
It's all right. We just need the carbs for the energy. That's all.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Matt, what's your game day breakfast look like?
This may be a surprise to all of you. I don't eat breakfast ever. I have to stay. I like to stay medium fat, so I eat 2 meals a day. Got to stay medium fat where you get to look good from the sides,
That's the thing about breakfast, man. You can have it any time of the day.
Yeah.
My favorite growing up was having breakfast for dinner, even though it's all the same stuff, but just having it at night for some reason hit different.
It does.
Okay, so then what's your first meal on game day look like then, Matt, since you don't eat breakfast? Weird. Certainly not tater tots.
Tater tots are worse than Panic at the Disco. But anyway, don't get me started. I will crash out. Usually it depends. So today I'm actually going to do chicken fajitas. I'm going to get the chicken on the smoker soon, pull that, and make chicken fajitas. Or pizza. Usually pizza or chicken fajitas.
There we go. That's always a good look.
Nuggets.
Yeah, I see those in the comments.
Shout out.
Of course, there's the goldfish guy.
Hell yeah. Way to go, Brody. So I think my pregame is I love good hash brown, sourdough toast, some runny eggs, and just some bacon as crispy as you can get it before it's burnt. And I like a lot of it. So that way it's almost like bacon with each bite. So that's usually my game day breakfast.
How many of us are chalky milk drinkers?
Always.
Honestly, I actually don't like drinking milk during breakfast because it's heavy. I would like to have it like for dessert. So like if I'm having like cookies or brownies or whatnot, I like to pound milk then. But breakfast, I don't know, for some reason, I always didn't feel well after drinking a glass of milk with like a heavy breakfast. It was too much.
Gotta wash everything down with that chalky milk.
Well, funny enough, I'm old enough to where I have chalky milk, protein milk that I would drink in the morning, like as like a lunch thing. But I don't do chocolate milk for like breakfast or dinner, like when I was growing up. So I do it now as an adult, but not then.
Always good to talk food.
Yeah.
Let's talk some football.
Let's do it. All right, guys. Our first topic up, of course, is the Bills heading over to Denver, playing in Mile High for the AFC Divisional Round. Winner gets to have a seat at the table in the AFC Conference Championship game. We've been talking about this all week. I know the boys have been on live as you guys are super active in the chat. Shout out to you guys for that. So Matt, I'm going to kick it off with you as you pound your energy drink right now. What are your X factors and your keys to victory for the Broncos and the Bills game?
Starting with the offensive side of the ball, it's going to be 3 people. Four people. Jaleel McLaughlin and RJ Harvey and Evan Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix. I don't want him to be, everyone's like, he needs to be like John Elway. He needs to be like, no, I need him to be Bo Nix. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to be Josh Allen. Be Bo Nix. Go through those progressions. Take your time. Make the reads. Get those pre-snap adjustments in. For the run game, this Bills defense is one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. They've given up the most rushing touchdowns, 24. This is a perfect time to expose that. The Bills exposed our run defense last year. Let's return the favor. Evan Ingram, he's been a ghost all year. When he does get involved, though, it's an explosive play. I need a lot of that today. We need those explosive plays. Also, manage the game tempo. Manage the tempo. Control the game. Defense, get in the backfield. Nick Bonito, Jonathan Cooper, Zach Allen, Jonathan Franklin Myers, they need to be in the backfield. They have to be in the backfield today. Throw that timing off. Fluster Josh Allen.
All right.
Yes,
Corey, what are your X factors and your keys to victory for the Broncos and Bills game?
Yeah, so it's fairly simple. On defense, it's going to be the defense for me today. I'm looking at Riley Moss. I'm looking at Keys. I'm looking at the secondary, especially with those 2 tight ends. Obviously, everyone's talking about Josh Allen and James Cook. I need Dre Greenlaw to be a presence today. I need Dre Greenlaw to help with that run defense. I need him to play that spy. And again, I've said it all week. Do not let Josh Allen get those extra 3, 4, 5 yards. When you hit him, you got to take him down. You need to get him rattled, get him uncomfortable. He's a great quarterback, and he can make mistakes and they still be okay. You just can't let him get into that rhythm, and his legs are going to be a factor today, I think. Mm-hmm. So can Denver counter that? And again, to counter off what Matt said, we got to be able to run the football today. Get Bo Nix comfortable. What helps a young quarterback establish in the run? That opens up the playbook a little bit. It gets the defense creeping down a little bit. Then that gives you a chance to go take those deep shots, man. I look for Marvin Mims, look for Troy Franklin, look for some of those guys. Today's the day that we're going to get a couple of these deep shots. And I think if we do that, Denver's going to be just fine.
All right. Austin, I want to ask you on a Bills perspective, what are some X factors and keys to victory?
Yeah, and it'll be for the Bills, but I think it'll be for both teams. I think these teams they're going to be well prepared and well matched. I think it's going to come down to special teams. Mm-hmm. Both teams have great special teams. I mean, Prater, Wisnowski, and then Ray Davis in the return game. Then you have Lutz, Mustache, and Marvin Mims as the return guy. 2 great special teams, and I think whoever can make the splash or impact play on the special teams, I think that's what's going to turn the game. Because I think the offenses and the defenses against each other, they're going to battle it out. It's going to be tough-nosed. I think the splash is going to come from the special teams. So who can make it, and then who can prevent a game-changing play on special teams. And I do just kind of hope Matt Prater hits a game winner.
A little bit, yeah. Westy Bestie Matt Prater. I have a follow-up question before we go over to our league recon segment. I think how I want to ask this is Bo Nix, of course, has had a ton of heat thrown his way about how he's not a good quarterback. He's an average quarterback. He's probably the weakest link of the team. I think we've all heard a lot of that disrespect from Bo Nix, at least for you guys as Broncos fans. So I'm curious, if the Broncos lose today, what does that say for Bo Nix? I think reputation for like continuing, is he going to look at as being a choke artist who's 0-2 in the playoffs? What do you guys think about that, Corey?
I think absolutely nothing of it. We'll move on to next season at that point. I have nothing to say if he loses. He's a second-year quarterback, man. Give me a break.
Matt?
Yeah, Sam, I think nothing of it. Peyton Manning lost championships and playoff games early in his career. Michael Jordan lost playoffs and championship, or maybe not championships, but lost in the playoffs early in his career. All the greats lose at some point, whether it's in the regular season or playoffs. This doesn't mean anything.
Can I ask a question off of this question for you guys? Would that change depending on how you lost? Like, say Bo Nix comes out and has a 5-turnover game. Do you still feel the same way, or are you going to have a little more worry about it?
No, it's his second year. So again, I'm going to sit here and say this is just a one-off, right? Like, now I want to see what's he going to do next year to correct these mistakes. Because again, I think we're going to be fine. We're going to be in the playoffs regularly. We have money going into next season. We have things that we can do around it. So yeah, no, I'm not after year 2, man. Not after year 2.
Yeah, same. And again, like, it happens. Will I be disappointed? Sure, but I'm not going to be that, those Chargers fans that turned on Justin Herbert. Bo is my quarterback, ride or die.
I do want to be clear for everyone in the chat too. Caleb is he's not jumping off the Justin Herbert bandwagon. In fact, he's one of the very few Chargers that has stuck around, even basically having to answer for all the other Charger fans that were previewing their Super Bowl matchup before they even won a wild card or anything. So shout out to Caleb for being sticking around for all the hardship. So he's one of the few that has stood up and stuck around a little bit, unlike a certain Charger fans in the group chat, or not the group chat, but in TikTok lives and stuff. They've been MIA since then. So
true that.
All right, guys, let's move on to League Recon. We have our rivalry game of the week. This segment is sponsored by Rival Codes. Use Rivals 10 to get 10% off your merch. As you guys can see, Caleb is wearing the gear right now. It's not just apparel, it's a territory rivalry. So let's get going right now with the Niners visiting Seattle in the Seahawks. We've heard some news earlier this week that Sam Darnold is questionable with an oblique injury. He has not thrown the football since last week's game, or since the final game of the season, I think is what reports said. So he hasn't really touched the football for a while. So Austin, I'm going to kick it off with you. What are your thoughts about this game, and what Sam Darnold do we suspect is going to show up?
Yeah, this is going to be one of my hot takes, because I actually think your normal playoff Sam Darnold's going to show up. He's going to continue if he plays. Obviously, not touching a football for a long time, there's got to be a little concern with that. But if Sam Darnold plays, I think he flops. He's going to continue seeing ghost. I think he just completely flops, throws turnovers. I know the Niners don't get a pass rush, but somehow the Niners just get it done. And I said it last week in some matchups. I trust experience, man. This Niners team has been here. The coaching staff has been here. Sala will have a game plan. So I think Sam Darnold, if he plays, I think he flops. I think the Niners absolutely dominate him. And I don't think he's ever going to be ready for big-time games.
Okay. Caleb, what are your thoughts on this game, and what Sam Darnold do you think we're going to see today?
Yeah, I'm really excited for this game. I think it's going to be a great matchup. Obviously, third time meeting this year. But overall, I think Sam Darnold, he'll hopefully be rested. Maybe we'll see a different Sam Darnold. I'm hoping we do. I hope we see a really good game here. I still think the 49ers pull this game out personally, but overall, I'm really excited for this game. I think the 49ers, their X factors for this game, I think it's Christian McCaffrey on offense. I mean, he's him. Like, he's that guy, man. And I think he's got to carry them moving forward. I also think it's my guy, Juwan Jennings, third and Juwan, as 49er fans know him as. I think he'll have a big game today. They've really got to attack that passing game because they have a really good the Seahawks, that is, have a really, really good defense. And defensively for the 49ers, my X factor for that is Eric Kendricks. I know I said it the other day. He had a really, really good game the first round of the playoffs. So I'm excited for this matchup overall. Seahawks, I think Kenneth Walker is going to have to carry a little bit too. But yeah, that's what I think.
All right. Corey, on the sense of the Niners, do you think that they can win despite all the injuries that they've experienced?
It's going to be another tough one for them. And look for Seattle to be very aggressive on defense because the 49ers offensive line is not very good. I know Trent Williams is supposed to be playing today, but again, they allow Brock Purdy to get pressured. And once Brock Purdy gets pressured, he struggles. I believe the last time they played, he had 3 or 4 interceptions against the Seahawks. So I look for Mike McDonald to be very aggressive. But I also, to counter that, Kyle Shanahan's a damn smart coach. And what he's done this year to counter all of these injuries has been nothing short of amazing. Not making my prediction yet, but I do say that Kyle's going to have that offense ready to go. He's going to have adjustments made. And like Caleb said, look for some of those trickerations to kind of keep the defense on their toes.
Matt, do you think the Niners can come out with a victory despite all the injuries? Because just a quick reminder, they lost George Kittle to a torn Achilles last week. So hopefully he recovers and comes back healthy if he decides to. But the Niners are, again, without a key member of this team. Do you think the Niners can come out on top?
I think they can. And if you think about it, despite, they lost Fred Warner too. They lost a lot of people in the regular season. And everyone was like, the Niners are done. There goes their season. Look where they are right now, though. No one was anticipating that. So, yeah, he is a huge member, but CMC is still in that backfield, and he is healthy. Brock Purdy is healthy right now. And if Brock is confident and maintains that confidence, absolutely they can pull this off. Because, again, if you look on the other side of the ball, Sam Darnold, and I've been saying it all week, which Sam Darnold are you going to get? The Jets Sam Darnold, or are you going to get regular season Seahawks Sam Darnold, who hasn't touched a football in 2 weeks? So, yes, long story short, I do think the Niners can pull this off.
So I think what's interesting is I'm curious to see what Kubiak is going to dial up with Charbonnet and with Kenneth Walker the third, like what Caleb was saying, getting them involved in the run game. If that run game could get going, I feel like that's going to put the Niners defense in a lot of tough situations because, again, they're already thin at defense as it is. They're, no Fred Warner, some other key players that they don't have. And also getting the run game going would take a lot of pressure off of Sam Darnold to have to play superhero ball. Now, they do have an all-pro wide receiver in JSN that is on the Seahawks. If they can get that run game going and JSN can exploit the soft parts of the zone that Niners like to run, I feel like they can neutralize the Niners and also, too, have long drives to keep the 49ers off the field. But here's what I'm concerned with. The Seahawks not having Sam Darnold throw for over 2 weeks with an oblique injury, and now his first game back is against the Niners with Robert Saleh that just put up a masterclass against shutting down the Eagles and Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. So Robert Saleh is a damn good coach. He's probably going to get a head coaching job in this hiring cycle, and this is additional proof of the resume to do so. And that concerns me because if I'm looking at which coaching staff I trust the most, I'm leaning towards the Niners, despite all the injuries, over the Seahawks. But again, guys, stay tuned for the end of the show so we can give our end-of-game predictions. Drop your guys' score prediction in the comments, and we'll read them after the show. And that segment was sponsored by Rival Codes. Use Rivals10 to get 10% off your gear today, guys. Let's move on to the Texans and Patriots. Matt, I'm sure that the Williams household is on pins and needles right now with having the Broncos on divisional and the Patriots. This is in Gillette Stadium. So, Matt, I'm going to kick it off with you. Can the Pats survive this Texans elite defense?
Man, this is something I've been going back and forth with all week. And Corey and I are kind of in the same boat. We originally predicted the Pats and the Broncos AFC Championship, but I don't know, man. We talked on our last show, and that Texans defense is it's fast. They're physical. They move around a lot. And I think the fact that they're able to move all their Petrie, Alex Shahir, Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson Jr., the fact that they're able to move them all around for an inexperienced player like Drake May, who, again, not saying he's a bad quarterback, the way they move their players around, that might be a little overwhelming for him on this stage. So as much as I want to go for the Pats, I think that Texans defense is going to be too overwhelming.
Okay. And then over to Caleb. Do you think the Pats can survive this Texans defense?
I kind of agree with Matt. I've been going back and forth all week. I think the Patriots obviously have a way better offense than the Texans offense. But overall, I think that Texans defense is they just overwhelm people, man. Like Matt was saying, we saw what the Chargers D-line did last week against the Patriots, and the Texans have an even better D-line than the Chargers by pretty significant margin. So I'm excited to see I'm excited for this game. I think they kind of get after Drake May a little bit. I still think they'll end up putting up some points. It's just how football works. But yeah, I think that defense will overwhelm the Patriots a little bit. Get after him, probably have 4 to 5 sacks would be my guess.
All right. Before I slide over to the Shovik brothers for their input, Caleb, be honest with me. Are you kind of hoping the Texans put it on the Patriots to get back at them beating your Chargers? You can be honest. This is a safe space.
I'm kind of indifferent, which it's weird because I really like how the Texans play. So I've kind of been behind the Texans a little bit for the whole year, really. And then I've not been as behind the Patriots. As you all know, that was like my first take on the show. So, I mean, I'm kind of indifferent, but I mean, in a way, deep down, yes, I hope they do. I guess to answer your question.
There we go. That a boy. All right, let's move over to the Shovik brothers. Austin, will CJ Stroud do enough to not cost his team this game?
No, he's so bad. Like, he fumbled the ball 5 times against the Steelers. I mean, he's fortunate to I think he only lost 2 of them. But like, I know the Texans defense is good, but let's not sleep on the Patriots defense either. Mike Vrabel will have these boys ready. You know, he's going to be down Nico Collins. They've never really had a run game this year. Like, that's just never gotten established for them. You know, they should really just try to take the ball out of his hands as quick as they can every play, whether it's a super quick passing game, running plays, or something. Because honestly, the more you put the ball in his hands and the longer he has to hold it, I do think he will cost Texans. Is it this game? I don't know. Next game, if they make it, who knows? But the longer he has to have the ball in his hands, he will cost that team games against good defenses.
Corey, your thoughts on if CJ Stroud is not going to cost his team this game?
I've been back and forth on this, and I do, for the first time, I do agree with my brother, weirdly enough.
Wow.
You go back and look. I mean, when CJ Stroud's on, he's really good. He has that chance to go deep. No Nico Collins, so that does hurt. But don't sleep on Christian Kirk. They still got Higgins, Noel, Dalton Schultz, Woody Marks, Nick Chubb in the run game. I think you got to try to, no matter what, you got to try to get Woody Marks involved with this. Try to get that run game going. If you can get that run game established, get CJ Stroud comfortable, get the ball out of his hands quickly, hit Christian Kirk on those slant routes, hit Higgins, run the underneath stuff. Don't put CJ Stroud in a position where he has to hold on to the football. And you have to be able to counter Mike Vrabel's adjustments, because you know Vrabel has adjustments. DeMeco Ryans also does really well with his defensive adjustments, as we saw in the second half of that Steelers game. But at the end of the day, man, this Texas defense is going to tee off. So it literally does come down to these quarterbacks and which quarterback makes the least amount of mistakes today. I think that's how you're going to get this game won. I'm actually excited for this game. I am curious to see what Josh McDaniels can do against DeMeco Ryans' defense and see how Josh McDaniels counters what DeMeco tries to do.
I think what's very interesting is DeMeco Ryans is a very good head coach that gets his team ready to go. I'm curious to see how that looks like against Mike Vrabel, another coach that gets his team ready to go. But I think what's curious about this is the Texans are going to be without Nico Collins, as he's out with a concussion, a really bad one on last Monday night's game against the Steelers. So hopefully he's okay. But the go-to guy that Stroud has is not going to be available. And I feel like that is going to make defenses really suffocate now the rookie receivers that they have, Higgins, and I'm forgetting the other kid, Noel. So those 2 rookies coming in here now, that's a lot to put on their plate. And I mean, no offense to Dalton Schultz, but I mean, again, you can only be a security blanket for so much. And again, that that Pats defense, what they showed against the Chargers is they aren't a weak defense. They're going to put a lot of creativity in their blitzes and confuse you. Christian Gonzalez, he's going to shut down a part of the field. He may be a little injured coming into it, but 50% of Christian Gonzalez is still better than 90% of the cornerbacks in this league. So I really am curious to see how that offense, CJ Stroud, I know that there's a lot of question marks about can his playing ability come up. So if we're already having those questions in the playoffs, to ask a question if he's not going to cost his team, then the question is, he's going to, then I think is more of the answer. And it's just, can the Texans defense keep it close enough to where they have a chance? Because Texans defense won them the game with the Steelers. They are the ones that had 2 turnovers turned into points on I think it was back-to-back possessions that really extended that lead. It sure as heck wasn't CJ Stroud throwing it down the field and expanding the field in that sense. So I'm really looking to see how this Texans defense can give opportunities, and also will Stroud not give up those opportunities. And so I think that's very interesting dynamic here. But Pat's defense, though, I think people are sleeping on him, and I think people need to wake up. So
yeah, and I see Andrew in the comments right there. They need to run Woody Marks on the outside. The Pats don't have the best edge rushers, so I think Woody can get good on the outside. That's a very good take, Andrew. And then go back to what Brody said, Christian Kirk could step up. So again, there's X factors on the Texans offense that they can use to step up and help that. So to you guys in the comment section, thank you for that. Make sure you guys are sharing this out. Let's get people in here, and let's keep the good comments coming. Those are good.
All right, guys, we are at a point now where we're going to take a break and talk to our sponsors a little bit. These are all of our partners. Feel free to check out the comments down below for all of our sponsored segments that we mentioned and also our partners. So we'll be right back after these. West War Room Rivals is sponsored by Emporia State Federal Credit Union. Learn more at esfcu.com. Text or call the number 620-342-2336 to get started today. ESFCU is the Shovix banking of choice, federally insured by the NCUA. This episode of West War Room Rivals is brought to you by JBW Solutions Industrial Safety Services, your remote safety partner no matter where work takes you. From the job site to the office, JBW Solutions brings OSHA 10 and 30 training, plus a full lineup of compliance services straight to your screen. Whether you're a small crew or a major operation, they make safety simple, accessible, and effective. Visit jbwsolutionsllc.com to learn more today and stay compliant wherever you are. West War Room Rivals is sponsored by Field Ops. Kansas sports fields just got an upgrade with Field Ops. Looking to reserve top quality sports fields in Kansas? Whether you're organizing youth tournaments, adult leagues, or weekend pickup games, Field Ops is your go-to platform for discovering and booking the best athletic fields across the state. Instant online reservations, detailed field info such as locations, amenities, and photos. Field Ops is also trusted by coaches, organizers, and athletes. From Wichita to Overland Park, Field Ops has got you covered with real-time availability and streamlined scheduling. Get in the game at gofieldops.com/Kansas-KS. That's gofieldops.com/Kansas-KS.
I do want to say real quick, I'm sorry, Drewski, I knew that was you, buddy. I'm sorry. Drewski, we will acknowledge you as Drewski from here on out. That's my fault.
Drewski, I was about to fact check you right now because he said Andrew and then you put the comment in there. I was about to let Corey know, but he caught it right away. So shout out.
I'm not gonna call him Dad.
Yeah. No.
Drewski and Brody are cracking me up in there. Those two, I tell you.
Those little rascals. Shout out to you guys for being in the comments. Shout out to everyone that's watching right now.
Welcome in, man. Welcome in.
Shout out. This is popping off thanks to you guys, and you guys are carrying the same energy from the TikTok lives over here. We appreciate it. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms as it's down below right there. All right, guys, the final NFC divisional game that we'll be talking about is the Rams heading to Chicago to play the Bears. This is going to be a cold one, guys. I think at the time of kickoff, it's supposed to be like 17 degrees, and it's supposed to get down to a wind chill of like 0 or something like that. Brody, you'll have to fact check me on the weather, but it's supposed to be damn cold over there. So, Caleb, I'm going to kick it off with you. How do you think this game is going to go? Can the Rams defense rattle Williams and the Bears?
Man, I'm not really sure how it's going to go, to be honest with you. This is another one that I've been debating on all week. I really think that the Bears can may have their way with the Rams defense right now. The Rams defense has not been very good lately. We saw what happened last week. Obviously, the Rams ended up winning that game, but their defense is not why they won that game. So I'm really excited to see what the Bears do. And Ben Johnson, man, I'm sure he's got a great scheme. And then you got Sean McVay on the other side. So I'm excited to see what he does as well. We know this is going to, if any game is fireworks this weekend, I think it's going to be this one. I expect a high-scoring game, but it is going to be really cold. So I think it's going to be a big Kyle Monangai. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name. I think it's a big game for him.
Said it better than I would have.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a big game this week, man. But overall, I'm super pumped for this game. X's and O's wise, it's going to be a great offensive battle.
All right.
Great offensive battle.
Corey, do you think the Rams defense can rattle Caleb Williams?
I don't. I don't. And again, it's been inconsistent from the Rams defense the last couple of weeks. We saw what Bryce Young was able to do. Bryce Young was placing the football well. But I'm going to absolutely, I 100% love what Caleb said. Kyle Monangai, DeAndre Swift. But then on the flip side of that, I mean, Kyron Williams, if they can get Kyron Williams going, he's a big nose guy. Blake Corum. I do look for both coaching staffs to get this run game, try to get that run game established, get your quarterbacks comfortable. And again, I said last night on my live, and I won't go too deep into it, but Ben Johnson, obviously we know how I feel about Ben Johnson from last week, but Sean McVay and Matt LaFleur are actually like best friends, like really good friends. So I want to see if there's some fireworks and some sparks if the Rams were to pull this one off between Sean McVay and Ben Johnson.
Yeah, and if those missed it on Tuesday's episode when we recapped the wild card, Caleb absolutely crucified the Packers and them crying about Ben Johnson, basically sparking this rivalry back up between the two divisional opponents. So,
Chungus Manungus.
Matt, I have a fun fact for you before I kick it over to you. Did you know the Bears have won 6 of their last 7 games leading into this weekend?
Did you know I hate you?
With that being said, Matt, will the Bears keep up this comeback magic?
Absolutely. Like I said, I've been to Chicago in the den of winter, and it is not fun. I hated it. It sucks, man. And if you're a team that's used to warm weather, or you've been playing in like a dome for most of the season, this is not fun weather to play in. It's cold. Now, I get Matt Stafford has been, he was in Detroit and he's familiar with Chicago weather, but this is not fun. It's not fun to play in. Caleb Williams is so confident right now, and I love the grit and determination by the Bears. Like, they never give up. They keep fighting, and that's the Ben Johnson effect right there. Look how fiery he is before the game, during the game, after the game. That energy is always there, and I think this Bears team is just – they know they can win, and they're going to keep that mentality.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Matt Williams. No relation to Caleb Williams as we know of, but Austin, over to you now, sir. Over to you, Austin. And again, you are probably the only one on here, well, at least that I've heard, is the Caleb Williams a believer, and he kind of stepped into that now with Ben Johnson. Do you think the Bears can keep up this magic that they've had since Ben Johnson's got there?
Yeah, I do. I don't think the comeback magic happens because I don't think they're going to need to come back. But I do believe the magic keeps rolling. It's different. I think a piece of what everyone said right now, the weather, I still think that favors the Bears. Ben Johnson has these dudes rolling. And let's be honest, not just last week with the Rams. The Rams haven't looked very right for a few weeks now.
The Seahawks game.
Yeah. So it's one of those where you're never going to count Stafford and McVay out. But right now, the vibes, the situation, and everything definitely favor the Bears to make you believe that the Bears can keep this train rolling.
Okay. Caleb, do you have anything additional to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to add one thing. The way the Bears won last week at the very end of the game, that sparks a lot of belief in a team, man. Whenever you have a comeback like that in the fourth quarter, so I expect them to come out pretty hot, if I'm being honest with you. I know the Rams were kind of back and forth as well, but the way that the Bears won that game, it's kind of Cinderella-like. So I expect fireworks like as soon as they come out of the gates. Like they're going to be hyped.
That's going to be intense for sure. So I'm actually not going to say that the Rams are going to roll over or the weather or anything like that. I really trust in Sean McVay. I trust Matthew Stafford is built for this kind of high pressure moments. I think some of the key players that I'm looking for is Kyron Williams, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. Can those guys rise to the occasion in this really cold weather? I know it's going to be very tough for them to, function as they normally would in a comfortable California settings. But I imagine that Sean McVay is going to get these guys going. This is not their first rodeo in somewhere in snow. Devontae Adams played in Green Bay for the very early part of his career. So this weather is probably something that he just needs to get reacclimated to, but I'd imagine that he's still going to be available. And Stafford's going to need all of his weapons in order to combat this. I don't think the Rams are going to have a defense that's going to shut down Williams. Will they get him rattled? Sure. But I think that Ben Johnson can come up with a game plan to get Caleb Williams comfortable, kind of like when he started making that comeback against the Packers in the second half. They kept the field really easy, short, and then before you know it, they were able to stretch it down and do some more medium passes. And that was essentially how Chicago got back into the game last week against the Packers. So I suspect that what McVay will do, though, is he will make sure that his offense is able to keep up the same amount of point output. It's just going to come down to experience, as we've all kind of mentioned around these playoffs, and also like late game situations. Who's built to make those late game plays, and what special team can actually win this? It's probably going to come down to a field goal, as right now the line right now favors the Rams 4.5 points. So it's going to be a close game. So what special teams is going to make the difference in field position? You're not leaving points on the field when it comes to a field goal or extra points. I feel like that's also going to be a huge factor in this game. Yeah,
you're a known Caleb Williams hater, and Rams special team is absolutely garbage. So if it does come down to that, that's not good for them.
It is going to be very, very difficult. And everyone in the comments here, Drewski, Bills fan. Oh, I like that you changed the name, my friend. A lot of the comments are active, guys. Keep them going. I'll try to read some of them towards the end of the show when we have done all of our segments. So the next segment, of course, is by the big boss himself, JBW Solutions. Visit jbwsolutionsllc.com today for all safety compliance for your workplace. This is safe or not safe. So I'm going to give the guys 3 teams. They're going to tell me if they're safe or not safe. Matt, I'm going to kick it off with you. The Seahawks, are they safe or not safe?
Not safe.
Okay. Caleb.
I'm going to say not safe too.
Okay. Corey.
Not safe.
Not safe. Austin.
Not safe.
I'm going to say not safe as well. This is going to be a very tough matchup with a lot of things going against them. And then the next one, the Bears, we just talked about him. So Corey, the Bears, safe or not safe?
Absolutely safe, baby. Let's go. Bear down.
Okay. He's buying into it. Austin.
Yeah, this is the safest pick of the weekend.
Okay. Caleb.
Oh, I was going to say safe, but I hear their confidence, so I'm going to say not safe. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, safe. I think they're safe.
Honestly, that's probably the smartest way to go, honestly.
All right, Matt.
My brother, Caleb Williams, is absolutely safe.
Okay. All right, so shout out. So we've got a couple of comments here that are saying, Drewski saying not safe. Mama Shovik, hello, saying safe. Obviously, Brody, bear down, saying safe. I'm going to say the Bears are not safe today. They are going up against a Super Bowl winning head coach and team. So that's a tough matchup considering that this team last year got last place or they got third place in their division. So it's a lot of expectation for them to go against a team like this. I see, Corey, your hand is up. Yes, sir.
Can I just say to the chat, can we all give Cody a round of applause for wearing Raider stuff today on a game day? Can we give Cody a round of applause for repping the Raiders? He didn't rep the Raiders most of the season, and now they're done. And Cody's out here repping the Raiders team. Congratulations on the number 1 pick, brother.
His quarterback plays this week.
He has a victory Monday shirt that he never gets to wear.
I'm so happy for Cody right now, man. You get to watch your quarterback in the national championship game on Monday. You're rocking the Raider stuff. Caleb's rocking the Chargers gear still. He was rocking the Chargers gear after. You can say whatever. Don't listen to him. Cody, I said that's what I love about the Raider fans, man. You guys are goddamn loyal. So,
yep.
The few and the proud.
Yes, sir.
Well, he shouldn't be allowed to talk playoffs, though. It's been 84 years.
Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs?
Oh yeah. No, hey, I said all week, be a fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what season 2 is going to be about. Be a fan.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone in the comments who are still repping their fandom. I know that Brody Bears fan is in this, Drewski Bills fan, Denver Dev. So shout out to all you guys. Also shout out to everyone that was watching us on TikTok that gave your guys' fandom. Even the Charger fans that have gone MIA, we still appreciate
Herbert
you.
season shows up.
I'm sure Caleb hopes that Herbert season shows up too. But yes, it's a big weekend for Raiders. We get to see our future quarterback and potentially our future head coach, whoever that might be, maybe lose in these playoffs or do well. We'll see. So
bring that losing mentality over to the Vegas.
take the under on the wins for the Raiders if you guys want to win a lot of money.
Always.
All right, final team of safe or not safe. Thank you, Corey, for the shout out. It's the Patriots. Matt, safe or not safe?
Not safe.
Oh, you're grounded. Okay.
I know.
Caleb, Patriots, safe or not safe?
I'm going to say not safe, too.
Not safe. All right.
Caleb,
Austin?
we're in trouble.
No, 2 of us picked it.
They're safe.
Wow. All right. Corey?
Suck up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say safe.
Oh, shoot. All right. Patriots. I'm going to say they're safe. I'm going to go safe. It's that.
All
It's,
right. I guess we're grounded, Caleb.
Yeah.
I know.
Go to your room and think about what you guys have just did.
You come out
Right.
with your doctor.
All right, guys. That segment was sponsored by JBW Solutions, LLC. Safe or not safe. Thank you guys for tuning in and giving us your guys' predictions. Really appreciate you guys for being active in the chat. Keep it going, guys. Last seggy of them. Oh, yes, Austin.
Austin's got his strong hand up.
Yeah.
Why
Why didn't we do the Broncos Bills game? Like,
Nah.
why
Obviously,
isn't
I
that
put-
on here?
Oh, okay,
Obviously-
okay. Hold on.
It's not on.
Okay,
it's
okay,
not
okay.
Editing
for a
there.
reason. No,
You don't
No.
want to.
I did that on purpose. You guys should know this.
I know why, but that's why I brought the question up.
Don't ask questions.
Do we give it on the perspective of the Bills or Broncos? Broncos, are they safe or not safe? I'll let the
Neither.
chat answer that. Broncos, are they safe or not safe? Put it in the chat. We'll read it after. Matt and Corey are up beside themselves right now. They're so nervous. All right.
No.
Fine.
I'm just ugly.
Broncos are frauds.
Okay.
Do you even know what that is, Austin?
No, be
All
quiet on.
All right, guys. So Vidite Coffee sponsored Seggy Brew Takes. You guys, the hosts are going to give their hot take for this divisional round. This take is sponsored by Vidite Coffee. As you can see, Caleb in his screen has Vidite Coffee. Go to viditecoffee.com to get yours today. Matt, what is your brew take for this divisional round?
RJ Harvey has 2 rushing touchdowns and 80 yards.
Woo! 80 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. All right. Corey, what is your brew take for the weekend?
Marvin Mims is going to have an 80-yard touchdown reception.
Okay. Austin?
Damn. Caleb Williams has 4 total touchdowns today in the route of the Rams.
Woo.
Or I guess tomorrow.
Yep,
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Sunday night. Yep. Caleb?
I'm going to say Matthew Stafford throws 2 picks, but he does throw 4 touchdowns, and they lose still.
Woo! All right. I'm going to go with Fernando Mendoza throws 6 touchdowns.
Here you go.
Win
Hey,
Cincinnati.
I like
Stand on your
it.
quarterback,
Wins
huh?
the natties.
What's
I
up?
like it.
Let's go.
I respect that.
There we go. Indiana all the way, baby.
That's right. All right, guys. Again, put in the chat your guys' hot takes. Also, let us know if the Broncos are safe or not safe this weekend. All right, guys. We're at that point of game day predictions. First one up, Bills and Broncos. Matt, kick us off.
Give me the Broncos 24-21.
Woo! 24-21. All right, Corey.
Give me the Broncos all day, 24-10.
Wow. They're going to shut him down to 10?
24-10, Broncos country. Let's go.
All right, Austin.
Yeah, Bo Nix steals Josh Allen's playoff aura this week. Broncos win 34-33.
Ooh. Caleb?
Ooh.
I got to go with the Bills. Give me the Bills by 3.
You're fired.
24-21.
24-21?
Yeah, 24-21.
All right. Been going back and forth on this. Give me the kid from Fireball, California. We're going to go with the Bills. 31-28, Matt Prater walk-off.
Hey.
Book it.
Book it.
All right, guys. Niners and Seahawks in Seattle. Austin, who you got?
Darnold is an absolute joke, and we're going to see that. Give me the Niners 27-16.
Whoo, 27-16. Corey.
At the end of the day, it's going to be Kyle Shanahan getting it done, 13-10.
Oof.
Okay, Matt.
Give me the Niners 27-13.
Okay, Caleb.
Oh, give me the Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks. I'll go 26-20. Random.
They are favored by 7 points today, just FYI.
49ers by 150.
Love it. I'm going to go Niners 27, Seahawks 23. That's what I'll say. All right, next one up is Texans at Patriots. Matt, I'll let you lead off again, man. Who you got?
Give me the Texans. Give me the Texans 28-17.
28-17. All right. Caleb?
Give me the Texans 18-13.
All right. Austin, who you got?
6-7 final score. No,
I hate you.
Drake May is going to make Houston's defense look absolutely human this week and torch them. Give me New England 38-24.
38-24. I dig it. All right, Corey.
All right, guys. Back and forth on this one. Give me the Patriots 20-17.
All right. Give me
Fuel.
Give me
Fire.
give me that which I desire. All right. I'm going to go with Patriots 24, Texans defense 14.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It certainly ain't coming from the offense. So 24-14. I got the Pats. All right. Final game of the divisional round. I'm sure Brody's going to drop his prediction very quickly. Rams, Bears. Austin, who you got?
Yeah, dude. Williams and the Bears are about to make a statement and dominate. Give me Bears 41-17.
41-17. Holy cow. All right, Corey.
I'm not going that wild, boys. I got not going that wild.
Statement.
Stand your ground. Stand your ground.
See, Drewski knows. He was kind of close.
So I wasn't going the high scoring route, but I do have the Bears winning this one. I do think I think give me 34-31.
Okay. Caleb.
Bears by
Dang, you literally took my score prediction and everything, Corey. But I'll say Bears. Bears win, and I'll change my score prediction. I'll go 31-28.
There you go.
For the Bears. Okay.
We got Bregman in town now, dude. There ain't no way Chicago's on fire.
Go
Matt.
Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go.
Anyway, stop that propaganda. Matt.
Give me the Bears 34-31.
Did you all pick the Bears?
We
Yeah,
did.
Bears.
Bears.
So
Is it
you all
unbearable?
are on the Bears. You all are on the Bears. I'm going Rams. We're going to go 28-21.
You're a known Caleb Williams hater, though. This shocks nobody.
I love Sean McVay more than Caleb Williams. Yes.
I respect that.
And bold take here. Caleb Williams throws 5 interceptions. How about that? I'm just
Holy
kidding.
You think
crap.
the Rams can bear another loss? I am a dad.
Thanks, Unc, for that one.
I hate you.
Oh, come on, twin.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Those are our game day predictions. Let's get to some of these comments here, and then we'll get out of the way. Let's see who's got.
They were on fire. There was a Go Cubs Go comment, by the way.
Was there? I'm sure it's way up here. All right. Drewski has got. Ooh, here we go. Drewski's got the Broncos 27-23. Really? Oh, Devin Dev. I'm so sorry. I'm reading the wrong name. Bears.
They all.
All right. Dig it. All right. Let's see what else we got here.
They're also
Down.
Yeah. I kind of like that Bears by like 1 million.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it. There's so many comments in here, guys. This is great.
Yeah, you guys did fantastic.
Brew
Every
take.
time I hear-
Drewski's brew take will be held to under 300 total yards. Matt, Austin, you guys have comment?
Austin. Yeah, I hope they do.
Matt or
We're not
Corey.
even the right. We're not even the right shade. How do you get them confused?
And then Mama Shovic says Stafford have 1 rushing touchdown. There we go. All right, let's see what else we got. Drewski scored 34-24 Bills. I dig it.
Go Bills.
Drewski, at the end of the day,
We love you.
We're still friends. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Bills by 13.
Nice.
Fair.
However, though, we got Goldfish Brody here says that the Broncos are going to win 31-28.
Dr. Goldfish.
It's Dr. Shrimp.
Shrimp.
All right, Denver Dev here.
J-Mac
gets a pick.
sir.
All right.
Didn't he do that against Josh once already? Or was it just a pick?
No, but he recovered
the
a
pick
fumble.
6.
Oh,
Yeah, but he had the pick 6 in the Chargers game, I believe.
All right.
He did.
He has the Seahawks over the Niners right now. Let's see. 49ers by 150.
I like this midway transportation stuff.
Right.
He knows
Whenever
ball.
whenever I hear those like buy a mill comments, I think the Patrick Cutler guy is like, Bills
Oh,
win
yeah.
by 50 billion. I always think of that.
Even though Darnold's not playing, you got the Hawks 21-7 because Brock Purdy throws multiple picks. Look, that's possible. That Seahawks defense is real.
When I was going through if I wanted to pick Seattle or Niners, like even though I trust the Niners defense, Brock Purdy is also turnover prone. Like I think he has a career high in interceptions this year. So that's a real concern considering the Seahawks are a legit defense. That's not one to sniff at. So
No, their defense is up there with the Texans. Like they're slept on more, but they're just as good.
yeah. And then Drewski here has Texans 24-3. Wow, Pats are going to only kick a field goal.
That's expected.
I'm sure Caleb would like that score.
Oh, I'd love it. I would love it.
And then Mama Shovic, Texans by 3. I dig it. And then we got Texans. Wow, everyone's got the Texans right now. That's okay.
Denver Dev, Elijah Moore. Absolutely. Big thing from Elijah Moore today, hopefully.
Barrett, see,
Him and I kind of talked about it on our live earlier. So.
Yep.
We got Drewski here, 44-21. Brody, 28-24. That's what I'm talking about.
losing pick. Ooh.
Bears by a million or billion. How many zeros is that?
You should sponsor us, Midway Transportation. I like your style. Your vibe is real.
You can meet us in the middle.
Join the dark side. I think I'm repping the Bills. I don't know what you're talking about, Drewski. We're right there, man. I have X Factors for the Bills up there. Sweet.
Thanks.
All right. Elijah Moore is going to play more of an X Factor than Sutton. Wow, that is a bold take. Well, you know what, though? The Bills are going to need every receiver that they've got because they've been lackluster, to say the least. So we'll see how that – who? Elijah Moore is? I'm sorry. I thought he was on the Bills.
Yeah, he did. You're not wrong. He did play for the Bills.
Okay.
But we got him on our practice squad. Matt and I have been waiting for him to get elevated to the active roster. So no better time than now.
Who's that rookie tight end y'all called up? No hot takes for him?
Yeah, Caleb Lohner. We had a lot of hot takes for Caleb Lohner in the TikTok chats last night.
Nice. Corson Love next Murkowski might be, man. He's really good. Tyler Warren, though, is really good too.
Does he have to start games against the Broncos?
So he was big last year. There was a couple key moments for Curtis Samuel. I think it was a 3rd and long play that Denver's defense really needed to stop off the field, and I believe it was a Curtis Samuel deep shot that extended that drive. So yeah, Curtis Samuel, again, I want no part of everyone talking about last year's game. I don't give a shit about last year's game. This is this year. All I care about is the game at 3:30 Central Time today. I'm not going to bring up last year's game. There's no revenge factor on my end. I just want the Broncos to go out and handle the business in 2026.
There's no Josh Allen.
What's funny is this: the Broncos players aren't even looking at this as a revenge game right now. Like this is just another team in the way.
Well, and that's also too because they're not trying to give Josh Allen and the Bills any additional motivation that they don't already need. I mean, we can be honest here. The Bills are probably looked at to be maybe the favorites to get to the Super Bowl because of Josh Allen and all these players. So the Broncos may be coming in as the number 1 seed, but I think we can all collectively say it feels like they're the underdogs, even though, again, 14 wins is not like an underdog season or any stretch of the imagination. But I feel like that a lot of the media, gave Josh Allen, I think it was last year, the MVP award. They really want him to get the Super Bowl title very badly. So I think a lot of the narrative is this is Josh Allen now. There's no Mahomes, there's no Burrow, there's no whatever. It's, in respect, it's not some big name households like Bo Nix quite yet. Justin Herbert got bounced. So I feel like that if there's as good a shot as any to Josh Allen getting the Super Bowl, it'd be this year. So I feel like that's what the narrative is pushing.
Yeah, well, it's a dumb quarterback effect, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you think Broncos overall are better team, better special teams, better defense. Josh Allen could be on the Browns right now, and people would probably still favor they might because of that defense. That's probably Josh Allen could be on the Jets right now, and there would probably be high feelings about the Jets making a playoff run because it's the quarterback narrative, right? Like, that's why when Joe Burrow came back, everyone thought the Bengals were going to make a run and be a serious contender. It's the quarterback effect, right? And Josh Allen, not only in the playoffs, but in the NFL, he's one of, if not the biggest quarterback name in football right now.
Yeah.
So I think that's motivation for Denver because they're 14-3. They're a 1 seed. They took care of business this year, and they're getting kind of disrespected. It has nothing to do with last year's game. It has everything to do with this year's situation.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling kind of disrespected that, so many people think Josh Allen can come in and just, quote unquote, walk all over them.
Yeah.
And I also look at it as, I'm not saying don't look back at last year. I know Sean and them have talked about last year's stuff, obviously. And I know a couple of the players said that loss last year stung. Okay, but now you're going into this and you're a home team. You're the 1 seed. Everyone's talking Josh Allen this, Josh Allen that. Yeah, I'm sure that Sean Payton said they're not looking at anything this week. They're not, they're just focused, ready to play. We know damn well Sean Payton has stuff that he's getting the Broncos motivated by. Vance Joseph's got stuff that he's using to get the defense ready to go. So again, they're going to have to play the game. I said it again. They're 4 quarters, no matter what. They got to play. No one's going to give 2 shits about last year when that kickoff happens. It's all about what happens today, who's on the field today. This is a whole new Broncos team than it was last year in Buffalo. We've added Dre Greenlaw. We've added Hufanga. Bo Nix is a second-year quarterback now. He's not a rookie going on the road for his first playoff game. This is a home game. So, again, factors from last year completely flipped to what they are this year. So that's just why I don't look at it that way.
Denver Dev's being greedy.
Austin, he's wondering if he can get a go Broncos out of you.
No, I picked the Broncos to win. Like, what more do you want from me?
Pick the Broncos to win, and at the end say, go Broncos.
I will not.
He wants that dirty little mouth of yours to admit it.
Yeah.
I picked the Broncos. I'm going to be rooting for the Bills still, but I picked the Broncos. That should be good enough.
Corey, can we get a yep?
No, I'm not trying to throw through the, but yep.
Brody here, Broncos country. Let's ride. Mr. Unlimited. I miss those times. I'm curious. I'm curious. Before we close, I think I'm going to end the episode on this one question. Who's got more pressure, Bo Nix or Josh Allen in today's game?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, that's an easy question on hand. Yeah.
Okay. Again, a lot of the slander to Bo Nix, I feel like his reputation is on this. And again, maybe it's because of the team that they're facing, but I feel like Bo Nix has been under the fire a lot considering, and I did a little bit of research on this a couple nights ago when a lot of people were saying that Bo Nix is not that great. He's actually got better stats as the quarterback that came out of his draft class than even the number 1 overall pick. So he leads in yards, he leads in touchdowns, he leads in the touchdown interception ratio stat as well. And he's the winningest quarterback out of that draft class. So it's almost like does he have pressure to prove the haters wrong? Or is it Josh Allen who, again, everyone's understanding that Josh Allen, it's never his fault when the Bills lose, but who's got more pressure in this game?
Yeah. So, and I see Kate in the comments. Kate, welcome in. I know she's been pretty active in our TikTok lives, but Cody, to answer that about that, going into this, it's not about Bo Nix winning a Super Bowl, right? The narrative was no Mahomes. Therefore, there's nothing standing in the way of Josh Allen. There was nothing said about Bo Nix. Matt and I have heard it. Bo Nix is buns. He's cheeks. He's a fraud. He's this, he's that.
He's a trash can.
Like Bo Nix has literally done nothing. I mean, he's literally a second-year quarterback, and we're sitting here. There's no pressure on Bo Nix today. That's what I'm saying. Just go out and beat Bo. All that pressure is going to be on Josh Allen. And the deeper into that game that you get and the scores in the favor of the Broncos, that's just a little more added pressure onto Josh Allen to where that defense can then be a little bit more aggressive, try to force him into a turnover. Again, Bo Nix just needs to go out there and just play loose because there's no pressure on Bo.
He's already better than Justin Herbert.
True that.
Yikes. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
Denver Dev here. Fun fact, we've never lost with Tony Romo and Jim Nantz calling today's game. Interesting.
They call that.
We got our asses whooped last year when they were on the call with the Ravens game. So
you better knock on wood, Denver Dev.
yeah, knock on wood. This year we're undefeated though. Knock on wood.
All I have to say is I hope Bo Nix gets the same hate Justin Herbert does. That's all I got to say.
Not in year 2. Maybe next year. We're talking about the same thing.
Year 10, like Justin Herbert's old ass.
He's only in year 6.
Yeah, Mahomes had like 12 Super Bowls by then, bro.
And a better team too.
And the refs calling, helping out those games and all that stuff,
So with what Denver Dev's saying, guys, if you're at the game today, tag us on Instagram. We want to see those tailgating pictures from Broncos country. We want Bills Mafia. Tag us in all the pictures today. Let us see you guys at the games. I want to see how you guys are getting ready for the tailgate. I want to see I want to see their game day experiences. So make sure tag West War Room Rivals on Instagram.
And can you specifically tag me if anyone submits a picture of stadium nachos?
Nacho fries?
That is at War Room co-host.
Yeah, the stadium nachos. I don't care about Mile High. I care about the stadium nachos.
Oh yeah, what's the go-to? What's the go-to in Mile High? What's the go-to food? I want to know.
Bison.
Bison.
Bye, son.
That's good. That's good.
Bye, son.
That's what my dad said.
Let's go. We're 2 hours away. Damn.
The chat is popping. We've got to close the show, guys. So let's do this. Let's give some thank yous to some sponsors here. Vidite Coffee, shout out to them. Go to viditecoffee.com to get your coffee supply today. Visit Rival Codes at rivalcodes.com. Use Rival10 to get 10% off your merch today. Troy at Field Ops Kansas, shout out to him. If you guys are looking for any field markings for your sport league or your games, visit Troy at Field Ops Kansas. And Emporia State Federal Credit Union, Angie and the team, the War Room's banking of choice. Go check them out. And, of course, the main sponsor here as we are recording out of the JBW Solutions studio, jbwsolutionsllc.com. Go visit them. They are veteran-owned, safety-driven, community-focused. So thank you so much for all the love and support that they have provided. You guys go subscribe to the channel, go share, go follow. Again, tag us in all the tailgating festivities. If you're at the game, send us over those pics so we can share them on our social medias. We are at West War Room Rivals on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, all those platforms. So shout out to you guys. Let's get ready for the game and watch out for that post-game live on TikToks. We'll see you guys there. Have a good one.